I missed an episode last week. I might as well quit. We'll say goodbye after the intro. Cue the intro, Joe. Welcome to my crowded head. Come on in. Okay, that was a little bit clickbaity. I'll be less dramatic. I missed a week. Now what? I got off track 2 weeks ago due to some travel that I knew was coming. And when I got back, I ran into a little bit of thinker's block, I guess you would call it. I couldn't get motivated to jump right back in. That led to me doubting the whole project. So I went back east. I don't go back very often because of both time and cost. I live on the West Coast and my family lives on the East Coast. But last week I went back to celebrate my niece's wedding. Congratulations to Paige and her new husband, Thomas. And anyway, I knew the trip was coming and I had planned to have episodes in the pipeline to cover that trip. But I didn't realize how much work goes into each episode to get it from the crowd that's in my head to get the thoughts complete and out to people so they would understand it. It happens a lot in life when we're trying to reach our goals. Say we want to get in better shape and we're doing pretty well and a friend calls and asks to have coffee. And we think, man, what's one donut? 6 later, we think, well, why are we even bothering? I'll never get into the shape that I want to. And then we just key old habits and we fall back into our old pattern. 6 months later, we have yet another come to Jesus moment, and out come the newest fad, and off we go again. Until that friend calls. We could blame it on our friend, or we could understand that nothing happens in a straight line. That achieving our goals is not easy, but it is doable. We just need to stay on plan. So, think if you had that little donut binge, you enjoyed it, and you went back to the plan right after. 6 months later, you have coffee with that friend, and they're thinking, how can you eat all these donuts and still stay in great shape? See, stuff happens. We have rough nights and rougher mornings. Work picks up. Kids' teams make it to the playoffs. People visit. We travel. Think of it this way. Say that you're watching Netflix, your Netflix series, right? You're 7 episodes of the 14 for this season. Your friend calls. They have a layover. They're staying for just 3 or 4 hours. You go to see them. You have a good time. When you come back, now you have time to watch the show. Do you start back at episode 1? Well, you do if you wait 6 months to get back to the show. But if you come right back, sit down, pick the show right back up where you left off. In my case, I had to tell myself, hey, we need to just pick back up right where we left off. Let's do the next episode. I had to tell myself that's what I need to do. I need to move on to the next one. There are going to be times that the crowd in my head goes silent. I'll lose momentum. The thoughts I have aren't formed. Well, get out the pen, the paper, and get them together. You miss a workout? Get over it. On to the next one on the plan. Trying to play catch up makes hard things harder and easier to quit. Put one foot in front of the other. No need to start over. You've already made the plan. You've already made the decision. Get back to the plan, put in the work, and just move on. See, consistency beats perfection when perfection stops consistency. Very few things in life are one and done. It's why we celebrate marriage anniversaries and not a random Tinder date. So, I'm back at it this week. Hope you enjoyed our break. Don't plan on there being many, but life loves when I tell it my plans. I want to thank you for coming back. I want to thank you for listening. And if you drop something along the way, pick it back up. You learned quite a bit. You're much farther than you were when you first started. Get back after it. See what happens. I really appreciate your time. I want to thank you for listening. If you haven't hit that like or follow, do that if you're into it. Give a rating if you're into that. That really helps the show. Enjoy your week. Enjoy your stumbles, because they're the ones that make your victories that much better. We'll see you in the next one.